Hello, this is Roman speaking. Pull the trigger. Pull it. Pull the trigger. I'm speaking to Marina, yeah? Marina, pull the trigger now. That is an embarrassment. £250 million. And we've just been embarrassed at home by Man City. Embarrassed. What have I just seen? All that investment, all that money we spent. One win in six. Sack that man now. I don't care if he's a club legend. You see that performance and you tell me to trust the process. What process am I seeing? Thomas Tuchel's available. What are you doing? Sack that man now and get Thomas Tuchel. It's an absolute embarrassment. 3-0 at home. 3-0. Embarrassing. What can I say, man? What can I say? It's just, I feel like I'm repeating myself all the time. I just made a video this morning about 12 p.m. around lunchtime, 4 hours before kick-off, having a debate whether we should be Lampard in or Lampard out, and I gave my conclusion. And I said exactly the reasons why I was Lampard out. Now I'm not trying to, jump on my high horse and say I was right or whatever, because this genuinely pains me. This hurts me to see this. Seeing my team suffer like this. You think I enjoy seeing my team suffer like this, people calling me a plastic. You think I enjoy seeing this. I'm saying these things because I want what's best for Chelsea. That is not what I see. People telling me trust the process. What process? Please. Anyone that's Lampard in, fine. You're entitled to an opinion. Fine. But please tell me, explain to me, what's our identity? What is the process? What have I just seen this evening that gives you hope that Lampard is the right man for the future? Please, because this is honestly an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. We may as well not have turned up in the second half. First half, 3-0 down, just go home. Forfeit the match, bro. On FIFA, when you play career mode and you have the option to forfeit the match 3-0. Just forfeit the match. Why you even turn up for the second half? Just go home, man. Lampard should have been sacked in the tunnel at half time. Why is he coming back out for the second half? That man shouldn't have been sent out in the second half. What am I even seeing, man? And it's not even just on Lampard. I'll be getting into Lampard heavily because he's the one who sets out, deploys the tactics and everything. But so many, player performances were so poor today. Especially that midfield, man. Especially that front three in that midfield. The whole team, to be honest, as a collective, the whole team were an embarrassment. But it wasn't just a team, it's because we were tactically outclassed. Lampard today was schooled. He was tactically inept in every single department, in every single aspect. Because Pep Guardiola is a world-class manager who knew exactly what to do. He had all the player details, he had every player in his specific position, and had Lampard wrapped around his finger. We're at home. This is embarrassing. This is on par with the 6-0. This is on par with the 3-0 thrashing at Arsenal on Boxing Day. How many more times do we have to see these type of performances before we realise that Lampard is not cut out for the job? He's not ready. He's not. I've said this before. I want to see Lampard come back one day. Once he gains some experience. Once he develops in maybe 5-6 years' time. He's not ready. You can clearly see it. Second year of his managerial career, he's offered a Chelsea job. Who are you kidding? Are we a charity? We are Chelsea Football Club, but we're not run like a proper elite football club. Transfers, we had a magnificent sum, I'm not denying that. But why are we offering a rookie the job? He is a rookie, let's be serious now. He is one of the worst managers in the league, whether you like it or not. And that's not him as a person, that's just him as a manager, because he hasn't had the experience. And he doesn't give me any faith or hope for the future. If this club is serious, I'll say this right now, if this club has any bottle, if this club is serious, that man is sacked in the morning. He's sacked in the morning. You cannot continue like this. You can't. We have been thrashed and scored at home. At home, yeah, peep that, at home. Yeah. Man City now 3 points ahead of us with 2 games in hand. 2. Yeah. We are now 10 points behind the top of the league. Arsenal, by the way, Arsenal, the worst team in 40 years, yeah, where all their fans on Arteta are out. The abysmal one they've just went on, they're only 3 points behind us. 3. Have you seen how they've been this season? And then we get called plastic for wanting Lampard out. What, because we want what's best for Chelsea? How dare you? How dare you calling us plastic for wanting Lampard out? We want what's best for Chelsea. That's it. Tactically we get schooled. He was tactically inept today. Absolutely schooled. Don't even get me started on the goals. Because if I start on the goals, I'll just sit here and cry. De Bruyne missed a sitter before they went 1-0 up. Don't get me wrong, the first 15 minutes we pressed well. We were on the front foot, we're moving the ball, well. Werner was getting in behind spaces, Ziyech was creating, it was good. The issue lied when Man City scored the first goal. They carved us open like hot knife through butter. It's as simple as that. What was that? What was I seeing? Completely carved open, and that is down to tactics. You can have a world-class 11. I had no problem with the starting 11. But look at the tactics. Look at the way we lined up. Yeah, That midfield was non-existent. I said it clearly in yesterday's preview. Whoever wins the midfield battle will win the game because it's all about the tactical. Now, I said we should have Kante, Kovac, Mount, which is the exact midfield three that played today. So I had no problem with the players that he picked. For me, tactical reasons, Mount should have started over Kai anyway. Kovac able to transition play. Unfortunately, Kovac and Mount were non-existent. They had a very poor game, and as a result, Kante was isolated. He was always left in a 2v1 situation. He was always isolated, hence why he had an atrocious game. Let's not get into Kante's game. One of his worst performances in the Chelsea shirt by far. But that's on Lampard. You can see Kante struggling. Drop Kovac a little bit deeper. Tuck in the fullbacks. Convert them into inverted fullback. You can see we're getting carved open because the two centre-backs, Zoom and Thiago, they were getting slit open. Hence why Gundogan, Sterling, who's playing as a fake makeshift 9, a false 9. De Bruyne operating in those spaces, creating. De Bruyne tore us a new arsehole today. He tore us a new one. You know, he missed a setter before they scored, and then the first goal was completely comical. Honestly, completely comical. You know, the fact that Gundogan is able to spin Thiago, finesse it, and the fact that Mendy didn't save it is another embarrassment. Let's talk about Mendy for a second, yeah, because I'm convinced this guy's purple patch has ended. You know, he was recommended by Czech, but he's been suspect a lot lately. You know, Wolves, the winner. Today, the Everton when he cost us the 3 points. The Leeds goal when Bamford rounded him. He's made so many errors, it's countless now. You know, I said this before, we need Donnarumma. You know, he's not our long-term solution. For me, he was at fault for 2 of the goals. The third goal was schoolboy defending. Sterling is through on goal from the halfway line. He cuts back and makes a mistake. Allows the whole of the Chelsea back line to recover. He still gets past 2 of them, curls it, hits the post, and De Bruyne gets a tap in. No one is reacting. We lose every single 50-50. No bottle, no fight, nothing. It's clear to see none of those players playing for Lampard. That's evident. He's lost the dressing room. Forget that for a second, right? But look at the tactical side of things. Too slow to react, loses every 50-50. Too much space in between lines. We got screwed over on the transition. The amount of space that was there between the defensive line and the midfield line. Because Kante was isolated left on a 2v1, because Kovac didn't drop back enough, because the fullbacks weren't inverted. But that's on the manager because he's supposed to set out those tactical instructions. No half-time substitutions after that abysmal, disgusting performance. You don't make a single substitution until the 60-odd minute. Really, Lampard? Really? You know? That man is gone, 100%. As I said before, if he's not sacked tonight, yeah, or he's not sacked tomorrow, this club ain't serious. This is not a serious institution if this man is not gone. If I see this man in the dugout for Chelsea's next game, this club ain't serious. As much as I love Lampard, and it hurts me to see this, because I don't want to see Lampard like this, because I love Lampard so much. He's one of my favourite players, favourite legends. But that's embarrassing. That's it. If you accept that, you are not a fan. Don't tell me I'm not a fan. You are not a fan if that's what you accept. If you accept mediocrity, if you tolerate that, then you are part of the problem. We've given Lampard too much opportunities now. No identity, no style of play, no progression, tactically all over the show. A tactical mess. This was a disaster class by so many levels, on so many levels. What have I witnessed this game? Honestly, it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. There's certain fans that will tolerate this. It was disgusting. Honestly, what more do you want me to say? I've been Lampard out since the Arsenal game, but it's been an accumulation of games now. You know? I can't accept this. I can't. It's unacceptable. You've got Thomas Tuchel waiting on the flanks. Big video coming out tomorrow. Big video. But I'm going to be wrapping up the review there. That's it. That's all I've got to say. Tactical mess. Lampard out. Simple as.